So let's begin without wasting any time. Can I have the first question, please? Martin, you can go.
Hi, Coach. Hi, Nishu. Hope all well.
Hello. Yeah, everything's all right.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just two questions. First is, Coach, you had almost before every game you say any team can beat anybody in this league, but Kerala Blasters have not lost in 9 matches. So can you tell us what exactly have you been doing, especially after that first defeat against Mohun Bagan? Like, because everybody thought that it will be the same old story. Blasters have been struggled. The players may not come together. It's a new coach. So how did you turn things around so brilliantly that now you are considered as a title contenders? And second is do you think, are you now concerned about things like, do you think injuries or this whole COVID situation is now the bigger concern for the team right now? How are you looking at the situation inside the Paya bubble right now?
Well, let's start with the first thing. Since we started, we always believed that we have quality to beat anybody. So even now, if we look not only our team, but if you look all the games and all the teams in this league, we've seen so far that many times the favorites cannot win easy games, cannot take and collect points in so-called easy games, and we saw that actually anybody can win against anybody, because in this league everything's possible. Our thing, I think that even the first game against ATK, we were playing a good game, and I think that when you concede first goal in the first minute from an offside position, and you still have a strength to continue doing the things that you want to do, and you got back in the game, you don't get the penalty. And I think that not even looking at us, but if in this league there is a VAR technology, we would have seen completely different situation on tables, because there were so many moments that at the end many results are not, let's say, the way how it was supposed to be. From our side, we were always believing that we can build up a nice momentum with a good atmosphere. I think that we have a good team with good personalities, good players, and they'll be working so hard. And they are working so hard. We are happy because of that, and we believed from the very first moment we believed that we can turn the things up in our favor. Then when you start doing that, when you start collecting points and seeing that there is the way that you can do it, so you just continue in that flow. This league is on a short term. You have to be ready to play many games in a short period. Then we come to your next topic about tiredness, injuries and everything. As a team we will not complain, because we know that with this competition on a short term at many fixtures, we have to be capable and ready to play every 3 days. So actually that's the rhythm that you can face in many other countries on a high level. The bad thing is that there is a huge break between the seasons, and we are not concerned, because when you enter into those games, when you enter into those so-called fights, after every fight there are casualties. So we have to deal with small bruises over here and there, even serious injuries now. So we have to deal with that. We have enough players in our squad. That's why we are a football team. So of course there are players who will continue in our flow and hope for the best. Now, if we are concerned about those injuries, yes and no, because the serious injuries that take some players on the long term, it's not pleasant. It's not nice, because they go out for a long term and they have to recover for a couple of months. And then if you speak about ISL as a league on a short term, it means that many of these players, when they get injured, for them the season is done. And then when you go to experience level or a career level, then it can happen that you play 3 games in 3 years, and that it's not good for a football player. That's not good for a football itself, and then later on it's not good for a football federation or football national team, because the players will not be ready to later play for national team, because they don't have a written from ISL, they don't have written for training sessions, and it's like a chain process. Then what we are most concerned now is a COVID situation, because what we've seen so far, and my opinion is that the matter of day, I think, and the moment when it will burst out, in different camps. The fact that now we see that in some teams there are more cases, putting them in a hard quarantine. Some of teams, for example, take an example of our last opponent, Hyderabad FC, who played during the last week against ATK, who is now in quarantine. So they knew before the game that there are positive cases in the camp of ATK, but yet they had to play the game. So now in the chain process, everybody is involved. Hyderabad FC, because we face them, and I think more and more teams will now be involved. Hopefully that there will be no more cases, but with the things going on, I doubt, and I'm afraid that we'll see maybe difficult situation. Hope not, really hope not, but we'll have to deal with it. We are ready from today. They started testing us like every 12 hours because we were in contact with the last opponent of ATK. Now it's a chain process. So now we have to deal with it. Hopefully the ISL will have it under control and continue the league and till the end. If not, it will be a shame to stop in the middle of the league, of course. If I miss something, I'm sorry. So if not, you tell me if you want something else.
No, it's good. Thanks, coach. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. Can we have Krishnan's question, please?
Hi, coach. Hi, Nishu.
Hello, Krishna bhai.
Hi. So congratulations on being top of the table to both you and players and all the staff.
Thank you.
So my question is, our next opponent, Odisha, has 6 additional days of preparation due to the postponement and everything. Is this disparity in requiring date is the biggest challenge you face in ISL? Because some teams get less days and some teams get more days due to fixture schedule and everything.
When you are playing in this kind of league, everything's directed and organized by the league, by the TV, and so you have to deal with it. You have to follow your fixtures. Of course, it is not correct that some of the teams they're playing every 3 days, some of them not. But that's the program, because in some part of the league you have these additional days to rest, in some not. But when you look the momentum of the league and everything, I think it's not correct. So actually, but it's organized like that. We don't complain. We know it's a league on a short term. We have to deal with that with so many games. The problem is that you feel from the other side that, like we said, the most important detail in this league are the players. Okay, because they have to play. They have to be on the pitch. They have to, score goals. That's how it goes. And then, if you, in a perspective of a league, wants to play only about like 3.5 months, and then after that, if you want to say, okay, now go home 6 months and then again restart, impossible. For a top sport level, this is impossible. So you have to be in a good rhythm, good shape on a longer period. And so now that's why we will see more and more, I think in the second half of the season, muscle injuries, more and more teams who will be more tired. So in our case, we have a hard schedule here now in January, so we have to deal with it and we're going to deal with it. So what's going to look like, we don't know. We will see from tomorrow. We'll see these games in January. Hopefully the league will not be stopped, because everybody is speaking about it, and new positive cases, COVID. It will be a shame. So from our side, we'll do our best to get ready for all the games. We've said and mentioned in the previous interviews that for us every game is like a final. We have to fight for our points, because nobody will give us nothing. We've seen that in a couple of games, that even if we are not in favor of official decisions, we have to fight for it. Nobody will give us nothing, nobody will offer us nothing. We have to fight for ourselves. So we're going to continue doing that. And we'll see what will be the outcome. So hopefully that everybody will stay safe and healthy, and then we can continue with the league. So that's it.
Okay, thank you, coach.
Thank you, Krishnan.
My question to Nishu is, you have been out with the injury for some time, and it's good to see you back on the pitch. How do you feel now? Are you back to full fitness?
Injury is part of football, so every player has to deal with it. and now I come back, so I'm really happy to getting back in shape, and yeah, I'm fully fit now, and I'm really happy.
Thank you. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Nishu.
Thank you,
All the best
Krishnan.
for
Thank you.
tomorrow's game.
Thank you, Krishnan. Can we have Ashwati's question, please?
Yeah. Good afternoon, coach. Good afternoon, Nishu.
Hello.
First of all, congrats on the win.
Hello. Thank you.
So can I ask to Nishu first?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So my question is, since Jaisal is injured, probably one of Sanjeev Dane or you could be replacing him in the 11. So what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Jaisal, he's the captain of the team, and he played really good, and sometime it's not easy. Like we are mid of the season now, so like others players like Zeyna, Sanjeev, or me, like we need to give our best in training, so like team can confident on us. So it's now our time to show our qualities, or we have to do hard work for fill that position. So it's a good challenge for me or other players, and I'm sure whoever gets the chance, he will deliver.
Thank you, Nishu. Coach, so after 16 minutes, the opponents win most of the second balls, and it leads to quite a few dangerous situations in our box. So in HFC match, even in the FC Goa game, we saw them deploying more number of players into our half, which adds more workload to Jackson and Putia. How concerning is that, and is there a plan B to overcome it?
Yeah, in every game you have many duels, and of course these so-called second balls are very important if you want to have balance in your game. In some games it happens that you have the fully control of that. In some games it's difficult because all the teams they fight, and all the teams they want to have that balance. So from our side we are doing our best, and so far again, if we speak about those moments. I have to praise our team because so far we are the team who conceded the less goals in the league. We are the team who conceded the less goals on set pieces. We are the team who scored the most goals from open football game. So we are working on some things that are very important depending on our team structure and players profiles we have. This is how it goes in football. So we are not concerned, because you always have to deal with the things. You have there is a quality material. You have to use it on the proper way. So that's what we are trying to do and to do our best. So we are very happy with all of our players, really. And since we started, we are happy what they are all delivering. Even for some of them, it was not easy. We just take the case of Nishu. When you get injured in one season like last year, and then because the league is on a short term, you have to wait so long, to go back on a training ground, to go back with the training with the team, to go back to play and everything. It's exhausting, And then again, when you enter in that so-called short-term league, where you only have like couple of games, there are many things in a football game that you have to improve, correct, and all these things, in order to become better. So we are not concerned with all these things, because it happened during the football game. We are trying to develop the consistency that even these guys in the next period after this season, when it stops, we continue training and have that written, because you need to be, as a professional sportsman, you need to be in a professional rhythm. So no, we are not concerned. I think that we won also, and we are winning a huge amount of duels, aerial duels. When we are compact and organized and concentrated, very few teams can harm us. So these are the facts. These are the facts, and we want to continue like that with positive flow and positive energy.
Coach, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
So in the post-match interview, you said that Khabra got an unpleasant kick in his calf. So is he fit for the next match? Also, is there any other injury concerns other than Jaisal?
No, other than Jaisal, there is nothing. Cabra recovered good yesterday. Today he will be available for a training session, and of course today after the training we will decide about our lineup for tomorrow's game. He's available like everybody else. Jaisal is out because of his shoulder injury.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, Nishu. All
Thank
the best
you.
for next match.
Thank you, Ashwati. Can we have Regin's question, please?
Yes, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon, coach. Good afternoon, Nishu. I'm Regin from Silly Sports and Games.
Hello.
Can I start with Nishu?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, Nishu. About speaking about your injury, you have been out for so long. So I wanted to ask you what experienced players like Kabra Baji or Jaisal Garnero, these players can bring in to the young players, especially in the case of injuries concern and all, because they have got so much experience, they have got so much telling to do to young players. So what's the role of these players in dealing with players like you and younger players in our squad?
I have played with Kabra almost 4-5 years. I am playing with him and Jaisal also. They are very good experienced player, and as a young player, we need to learn from them. Kabra, he's very strong mentality. So he always talk to us or we have to be mentally very strong, and he's very tough guy. So as a young player, it helps a lot to improve in physical way or mentality way. So playing with them, it's it's a good experience with them. And Jaisal, he's captain, and he's doing really good. So we are learning every day with these guys, and it helps a lot in future also. If we see them, we don't need, we sometimes we get casual, so they always push us. So it is a great experience to play with them guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Nishu. Hope we can see you on the field soon. Hi, coach.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Coach, I wanted to ask you, we are going to face Odisha FC next game. So Odisha is kind of a familiar opponent for us, especially we have faced them in the pre-season, we have faced them in the season itself. So we are kind of familiar to them also. So what are you planning to execute on the pitch tomorrow? Because it's kind of familiar versus familiar. So are you planning on to do some surprise on them?
Well, I think that now in this league, we played against everybody, and all the teams are have the possibility actually to watch the other teams. So I think that there are no more surprises in this league. Now it's about commitment to the game, to the team, good character, good organization, being concentrated, and of course use the qualities and the strong points you have, and then maybe use the weak points your opponent has. So actually our goal for tomorrow is to play one strong game, to be organized, okay? In the moment when we want to press them with quality all together. In a moment when we have to defend, to be compact and organized. And because it happens during every game. So far in our last 10 games, and also in pre-season, now we mention our next opponent because we faced them in the pre-season as well. So, in every of those games you have to attack, you have to defend. So in those different moments you have to be ready. You have to be ready to respond. You have to be ready to create something. So I do not expect nothing special tomorrow because we know each other and we know what's the situation. So I hope that it will be an interesting game. And like I always say, let the better team wins. That's all.
All the best, coach. All the best, Nishu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Regin. Martin, can you go next, please?
Yeah. My question is to Nishu. Nishu, you've been there last season as well with the team. So in the past couple of seasons, Kerala Blasters have not done that well, for one reason or another. So what do you think has changed this season? I mean, especially from a dressing room point of view, and in terms of mentality, and like if you can come, I know it's not fair to compare last season and this season, but what has changed from last season that Blasters are doing so well that they're like now one of the best teams in the league right now? And what's the atmosphere in the dressing room like, and the coach's influence? Like, if you can just summarize it, like the.
No, that's 3 questions.
Yeah, very tricky.
Just in general, what has changed for you? Like, what do you think? Because you've been there last season as well, and there seems to be a complete transformation this season. Like, and as someone who has been there last season and this season, what do you think has changed?
I think as you know, like we started our pre-season very early, so that is the one of the reason I feel like we started pre-season very early. So as a team now we are playing as a team, and the dressing room especially it's now everyone is playing together, everyone is happy, everyone is enjoying the football. So I think, and what I feel where we had some issues with some problem in past years, now we fixed it, so it helped a lot as a team. And like so we are working from very early time, so it helped a lot for team. And some good signing I can say, like foreigners, they are playing amazing, and some experienced players came, so it helped as a young team. Before we were very young, so now it helped us, and every player is giving their best. So these are the reasons what I feel like we that's why we are performing well.
Thanks, Nishu. Thanks, coach. All the best.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you, Martin. Coach, I have a question on
Oh.
behalf of Malayalam Manorama.
Okay.
So the journalist would like to know who would be replacing Jaisal. Nishu, is it?
Look, you always, as a coach, not as a coach, as a coaching staff, because sometimes there are moments, like I say, when you look the complicity of ISL league, and when you have players like Nishu coming from a far away, from a unpleasant injury, then on a long term, then the long break and everything, and then you know that you have quality players, and the players with quality who can deliver a lot on the pitch. Of course, there is a question of momentum, to build up, to continue believing, and then during one season, there are the moments when the things that you cannot control. Injuries, when they happen, you cannot control, because in a contact sport, and then this is how it goes in football. So now again we have trainings, we have all the things, and we have to evaluate today's training as well, and to see how everything will be fit together for tomorrow's game. But we have quality solutions. Whatever we like, any side. And I believe in all of them. I think that they all have quality to perform, to play on this level. That's why we are all together here. So then I'm sorry, because the league is on a short term, and then on that short term, that the games are just flying by, that there is not more space and time for every one of them to play more and more. So, but of course, when there is a space, we're gonna give to all of them to play. So of course, tomorrow we want to come strong on the pitch. We have several options, and Nishu is one of them. So why not?
Thank you so much. We have next question from Ashwati.
Okay.
Coach, since Jaisal is injured, who will be the next captain?
Do you have any request?
No. I was was just asking.
We will see tomorrow. Let that be a surprise. I think that he will be very happy.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Krishnan, you can go next.
Hi, coach. It's Krishna.
Hello, Krishna.
Yeah. So Gil has been really good since he came into the team after Albino's injury. So his contract is expiring at the end of the season. Is there any talks happening to extend it? Are you aware about that?
That's more the question for the management sector, but I think that there were some conversations and some talks between them. And I think that they are taking care of that. I believe and 100% sure that they will find a way and probably find the possibility to continue the work. Because as a club, I think we are all happy with the performance he's delivering.
Okay. Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
We have one last question from Regin.
Okay.
Regin, please go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you. Coach, we haven't seen much of Zeyna in the training videos as well. What's the condition of him? Is there any problem with him?
With? No, he's healthy. Everybody's healthy. We just said that the only one who has now injury problems is Jaisal. Everybody is available for the game. For us, it's a matter of choice when and at what point we want to put those players in action. So of course we evaluate every training, every moment, and we are happy with him, with all of them, the work they deliver. They're ready for the game. They're all ready for the game. So like we say, on a short term with that small amount of games, it's not easy for some players but that's the situation. We have to deal with that, all of that. We are all professionals.
Thank you, coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I guess we are winding up today's PC. Thank you so much all for joining. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Nishu. And good luck for tomorrow's match.
Thank you.
Thank you.